Hello everyone and welcome back to some Minecraft Ages, and boy do we have some work to do today because we have to get started on generating some power. The best way we have right now of doing that with immersive engineering is with a biodiesel generator. There's a couple of other ways like the solar generator, the steam generator, which is powered by our solar tower. We also have there's the nuclear reactor from a different mod. But for immersive engineering, we have the steam turbine, we have the biodiesel generator, and we also have some gas refineries to be used in the biodiesel generator. But for now, we're going to do a semi-standard setup for the biodiesel generator to make it somewhat self-sufficient. Um, we just mainly need it for these two excavators I have behind me. I made a second one off camera because I was running deadly low on iron, and we got one that's mining coal, diamond, and emerald, and this one should do emerald and sulfur, if I remember correctly, whatever the magnetite vein is. We can always look up in our engineering book and figure that out. But for now, we need to get started on setting up this process. So I'm going to grab a couple of resources, and we'll go ahead and cut to when I actually start putting it together so you guys can see the sort of standard setup. Alright, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so here we are. We're going to start by laying the foundations. First thing we need to do is focus on getting the things we need for the biodiesel. So biodiesel requires two things. Biodiesel requires three machines and two ingredients. So the refinery makes the actual biofuel out of the two separate parts. And the two separate parts are, what is it, seed oil? Let's see. Not here. Here it is. Plant oil and ethanol. So plant oil uses the squeezer, ethanol uses the fermenter. And so the things we'll need are sugar canes. We can actually use those hemp seeds as well for the plant oil. And they actually produce the most. Although we should just use regular seeds because it's an equal amount and we don't get a major byproduct of the hemp fiber. So what we may do is use regular seeds. Then that way we can use the wheat eventually when we get bio generators from Mechanism. Okay, so first thing we need is our water pump, because we'll need to pump water to these machines. Okay, that one's already got an inlet. I wonder if you can make slimes. Okay, bam, bam. Okay, so now we need to start making thingy-madoohickeys. That's what they're called. Some scaffolding. That way we can cover these pipes a little better. There we go. But first, let's get everything all wired up. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is all facing the right way? No. There we go. We need them all to face this way. We'll do the same on the other side. these two need to be fixed. There we go. Now we can cover these in scaffold. And then in conveyor belts. We only got 4 at the moment. We need to go grab some leather that we made. Now keep in mind, this is all just in the process of making biodiesel for these generators. These generators create a lot of power for us. I actually need to check that out. How much does it make? Okay, it outputs 4,096 flux per tick, and it'll be split between the 3 connection points. Now, how much does the excavator use? Now it requires the full 4096. So 1 diesel generator will be completely used up on, wow, that's a lot of power. Woo! So we may only be able to run 1 of these at a time, which I guess is not really an issue. I'm not going to be able to turn that on or off without putting some kind of redstone switch in there. That won't be too big of an issue though. I may just cut the power to it. Nah, probably need a switch. But what do I need now? I have the bell jars in place. The garden cloches. I need the leather. This town is so big now that it takes me so long to get from one side to the other. Hey, Cole. Okay, so now we got the leather, we can make more conveyors. Yoink. Actually, it's going to be faster to search it up and do it. There we go. Should be enough to get us started. Now, the whole point of this operation is that it's going to be roughly self-sustaining. So, we will have to use some kind of jumpstart power in order to get everything up and running. I've been charging some low voltage capacitors in order to prepare for that sort of jump start, although I don't know if it's going to be quite enough to get it started. Once it's started, it should be relatively self-sufficient, but until then, I don't know. Because see, we need 1 generator to be partially looping back around powering the machines in here, and it should generate more than enough power to run the machines in here and have some left over for other things. Then the other generator, because we're planning to have 2, 1 here, 1 here. Maybe even be able to fit 3, but for now we're going to do 2, because they'll just run through the fuel anyway. So we're going to have two. One goes specifically to the excavators with nothing else attached to it, and the other will run these machines along with anything else we need going forward for the town or whatnot. At least until we can get a better source of power. Okay, so that's good. We need to cable these all up. I need to get a lever for that. There we go. So now I need to cable these all up. And I need to start working on the machines. How big are the machines? I don't need the excavator. I need the squeezer and the fermenter. Which one is bigger? I think they're both 3x3. So we'll do one on one side, one on the other. May encounter a problem. No, we should be okay. Just take this section out and the conveyor off of this. And we'll run it this way. And we should be okay. Because what we want to do is have one set of machines on this side and another set of machines on this side. What we're going to do is that way so we can have more than one of each machine. So if we choose to expand and create more refineries or more squeezers and fermenters, we'll be able to roughly at least double our production of each product in order to double the amount of product that we're making. Although I think we'll only need one refinery. I think we'll only need one refinery at the end of it because the refinery tends to keep up with the amount given to it. So I think for now I'm just going to collect some parts to make the squeezer and the fermenter and then the refinery. But anyway, I'll be back once I feel like I've got enough parts to give you all some quality content.